So is your appetite going away? You're not hungry anymore and you're on keto, you're doing intermittent fasting, but you feel weak? This video is for you. One of the best indicators to know that you're in ketosis is the hunger goes away. You lose your appetite. But at the same time, you should have energy. So if you feel weak or tired, it's most likely related to nutrient deficiencies. Now, relating to weakness, it could be three different things. You could have muscle weakness, which could be a deficiency of vitamin E, okay, in which case you need to consume maybe some seeds, nuts, leafy greens, or even take vitamin E. But make sure if you're taking vitamin E, it's the whole complex. So you want the tocopherols and the tocotrienols, okay, together in a complex. You don't want to get synthetic alpha tocopherol, for example. Also, it could be low sodium, okay, because you need more sea salt when you do keto and intermittent fasting. And the low sodium is probably more common than vitamin E, so don't forget to take more salt. At least 1 teaspoon per day. You can just salt your food, and that should do it. You can even get sea salt tablets, take them as well, and that should handle the weakness in the muscle. Now, if you have brain fog, most likely there's an insulin resistance problem, and it's taking a while for your body to adapt to ketosis, especially if you're a diabetic or a pre-diabetic. A lot of people have insulin resistance, and it really messes up the brain, and it takes a while for a person to adapt, in which case you can speed up the process by giving the brain ketones. There could be a situation in the blood-brain barrier in which you have insulin resistance. So what determines how much ketone feeds the brain is how much ketone is in your blood. So if you're having a transition period that's taking a bit too long, you could just take some MCT oil to get pure ketones right into the brain real fast and handle the brain fog. Because the machinery is already in place, you just need to bump up the ketones. And then over time, as your body adapts to ketosis, because you're getting rid of this insulin resistance, you will need less and less of it over time. Now, vitamin D will also help brain fog as well. There's certain parts of the brain that need vitamin D, and if you're deficient, it can create brain fog as well as insomnia. Then we get to just fatigue, overall fatigue. That is usually going to boil down to a vitamin B1 deficiency or a B5 deficiency. Now, if you're watching my videos or reading my books, you already know nutritional yeast is probably the best source of your B vitamins, and you can just take some, and that will help you. Another cause of fatigue would be low potassium. You need potassium to generate energy. Now, you could also need magnesium as well, because magnesium actually will help increase the ATP in the mitochondria, which is energy factory. But the electrolytes in general, specifically potassium and sometimes magnesium, will help energy. And this could be because you just don't take electrolytes or you're not consuming enough vegetable. Okay, so this is why you might be weak. Now, there's another situation. Let's say you're not in ketosis, okay? You're not doing it correct, but you're trying to do it, but you're not even in ketosis. You haven't used the urine testing strips to see if you're in ketosis or even the blood test. So a loss of appetite by itself could be a symptom of several things. So it could be a negative thing, especially if you're not in ketosis. It could be a magnesium deficiency, B12 deficiency, iron deficiency, vitamin D deficiency, or an infection, usually viral in nature. So a simple way to differentiate is just to get a test to see if you're in ketosis. And if you're not, maybe you want to check some of these things right here. But definitely isolate which problem you have and address it based on these right here. Thanks for watching. Hey, if you're liking this content, please subscribe now, and I will actually keep you updated on future videos.